I haven't done an update about OnPassive for probably 30, 60 days. I'm Mike Ellis, by the way. And the reason I haven't done that is I really didn't have any new value to bring you. There was nothing new that I hadn't already shared with you. That's not the case today. Ash Mufareh did a webinar a few days ago. And as I listened to Ash talk, I realized that day OnPassive changed. And I have a pretty good gauge of the pulse of OnPassive. And I know last week there were people in OnPassive that had a pretty negative outlook about OnPassive. And all of this was coming, but Ash shared it with us just a few days ago. And because of that, it changed. And if you had a negative outlook of OnPassive and you listened to Ash's webinar, that changed everything. Your attitude should be so positive today, because where we are today in OnPassive and the rate that we're moving at right now, the acceleration that OnPassive has, it's extraordinary, and we are in a really, really great place right now. Now, the webinar he had with the founding members, those individuals participating with OnPassive, it was proprietary. But what I can do is nibble around the edges and give you a pretty good idea of where we're going, and what's happening in OnPassive. And if you're an individual that's not quite sure, by the time I'm done, you will be. Not only that, but if you listen to this video to the end, you're going to find a way to develop and grow your business very, very quickly. And it will mean not thousands, but tens of thousands of dollars to you because of what Ash shared with us. As I look at OnPassive, as I look at the pulse of OnPassive, today, everybody's very, very excited about OnPassive. And like you, I listen to the intellects of OnPassive. I listen to the gurus of OnPassive. I listen to the Leadership Council. And to be honest with you, they're just not a focus of mine. Yes, they bring real value to the table. But my focus is on that individual that's kind of on the periphery, and they're out on an island, and they think OnPassive is just going to pass them by. That there's no way, even after everything that's been said, that they can take advantage of OnPassive and be successful online. And their perspective is just totally wrong. They're not on the island. They need to turn it around. They are in the ocean. And OnPassive is an ocean today. And it is unstoppable. When we look at what Ash has done, when we look at what the founding members have done, when we look at what the tech team in Hyderabad has done. It's cumulative. It's all of us moving in the same direction. And as OnPassive launches to the world, especially after what Ash said, this is just going to be an explosion. And if you're out on that island, turn it around. You're not on the island. You're in this massive body of water that's starting to move in one direction. And when water does that, it is unstoppable. You will be successful. Now, before I get into the products of OnPassive, Ash talked about those and what we can do with them. Whoever is in OnPassive, understand OnPassive is 100% automated. You don't have to do anything. You're in the ocean. You're in that current, and that current is building and building and building. You will be successful. But there are a few very, very simple things that you can do to accelerate that and get that water moving quicker and quicker and quicker and get to that place where you just don't worry about finances. That's where we all want to be. And I don't care if you think you're out on an island, you are not. You are in a place right now where you will be successful. This video is primarily for my team, but it will help everybody in OnPassive. And if you're on my team and you think you're on an island, you're not. We are moving very, very quickly, and you don't have a choice. You will come with us. You will be successful. So let's talk about the products of OnPassive and how Ash described them as much as I can. He talked about a lot of products. He's already released some of them to the founding members of OnPassive, those people that are already founders today. And by the way, after this video, if you're not a founder, you're going to want to be. So we've had the privilege to review some of the products of OnPassive, but he talked about them in a different light a couple days ago. He talked about the products that we're going to be able to come in and actually use. And if you think about the products of OnPassive, OnPassive could take one of those products because because most of the products of OnPassive, they are massive niches, billion-dollar niches. They could take one of these products, launch with just one product, and would be extremely successful, as would we be with OnPassive. But he's got multiple products, and as he talked to us about the products, most people focus on those products that OnPassive is going to sell to the customers that are going to be coming into OnPassive. And again, they will be coming in by the millions. But Ash talked about some of the free products of OnPassive. Okay, now he talked about the free products of OnPassive, but he didn't tell us which products would be free. And what I'd like to do is kind of extrapolate picking a product as if it were free and what you and I can do and what that will do for our business. This is really powerful. Most people do not think about this. And a product I want to just pull out of the thin air is ONET. ONET is their social media platform. Is it going to be free or not? I don't know. I think it might be, but I don't know. Ash didn't share that with us. But if we think of ONET, it's kind of like a Facebook. People can come on, they can socialize there. There are some very real benefits to ONET, and I'll just give you a couple. Number one, you're in control. Number two, it's secure. Now, people aren't going to take your information and sell it to third party people. Okay, that's a really big deal. There's a lot more than that. ONET is so superior to any other social media network. People will come in and love it. Why do I say that? Because we want people to come in and love it. And when they do that, something very unique happens for us as founding members of OnPassive. This is such a big deal. If you get this, it will mean tens of thousands of dollars to your business, to you, to your family, and to be able to live that lifestyle you want to live. Here's how it's going to work. As you get into ONET and you invite people over to come into your group, to your page, whatever it is, people will come in because they respect you and you tell them about ONET. They think, well, that sounds good. I think I'll come over and try it. And they will come in and they'll love ONET. But here's what happens. As they come in, they are coded to you within OnPassive. Okay? This is a big deal, guys. Even though ONET is free, as people come in, they're coded to you. Now, most individuals on social media have a network of friends, whether it's 10 or 20 or 50 or 100, whatever it is. And most of those individuals will come in because you ask them to, and they'll try ONET. Each one of those individuals are coded to you. But here's where it gets really exciting, okay? These individuals, as they come in and love ONET, and they will, are going to invite more friends in. Every time they invite someone in, they're coded to you, okay? When we look at Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, these social media platforms, how did they start? They started organically. Invited a few people in, they invited a few people in, then it went viral. And if we look at Facebook today, there are 2 billion accounts in Facebook, okay? This is what one individual can do with one free product. Now, there will be multiple free products in OnPassive. And when we share those free products, and it's so easy to share a free product because you're not asking for anything. People will come in and go, yeah, I'll try that. It's free. Yeah, let's try it. Yeah, it sounds good. But by putting to use these free products and bringing people into your group, it does so many things because over time, with just one individual, all of these individuals will go viral because of the quality of the products of OnPassive. Superior, lower price point. Superior, free. So this is something that is so unique with OnPassive and something I wanted to share with you that probably most of you have not thought about it. Now, if you're on my team, I will have ways forward to do all of this stuff and really help everybody start to build their team outside of OnPassive. This does not include what OnPassive is going to be doing for all of us. Again, it's 100% automated, hooked to AI. OnPassive is going to bring in customers. Our team, our business will grow, period. This is stuff that we can do independently, and it's so easy because all you're doing is inviting people to something free. Now, let me talk about my builders very quickly. I have builders on my team that have come in, they're founding members of OnPassive, but they're not doing anything right now. I want to tell you that because of what Ash Mufareh shared with us, that is a major, major mistake because of the free products of OnPassive. As you bring your team into OnPassive, number one, they're going to get massive benefits. Even if you're promoting another business, that's fine. Even if you're putting that business on the platform of OnPassive and having OnPassive drive traffic for that particular business. But you're missing a major opportunity for your people to be very, very successful. Not only with the company you're promoting, or if you're just going to bring them into OnPassive, to be extremely successful with OnPassive because they've come in early and start to build their team now. If you're a builder and your people start to come in, they can get on ONET or the free products of OnPassive and start inviting people in. And as they start to invite people in, they are coded to them. And as I look at social media, most people in social media today can bring in 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 people. It's just the way it is. And it's not hard to do, and people will come in because they trust the individual that they're talking to. If you do that with everybody on your team, whether it's a team of 500 or 1,000 or 10,000 or 20,000 or 30,000, and these individuals come in and they see the picture, that light bulb goes on in their mind, and they start to bring people into the ONET as an example, and that number grows to 30, 40, 50, 60, 100,000 people. All of those individuals that they brought in, yes, they're coded to them, but they're also coded to you. And what this will do to your bottom line, it is extraordinary. But more importantly, what it will do for them individually. Because we know most people that come in and start a business, they're just not successful. We know they're going to be successful with OnPassive, but when they come in and just do a couple little things, and everybody can do this, their success will just skyrocket. And really, yeah, we're all here to make money online, but I'm here personally now. Money's not an issue anymore. I'm here personally to see other people succeed, and that's what OnPassive does. That's how it changes lives, and that's why it was made for you and I. As we listen to Ash Mufareh, he went over a lot of other things that I can't share on an open forum. It was extraordinary, and OnPassive 2 days ago, it changed. Where we are today, and how quickly we're accelerating into the launch to the world of OnPassive, it really is extraordinary. If you are not a founding member, believe me, you want to come in and become a founding member. There'll be a link down below where you can come in and sign up. And if you're not ready, that's okay. There'll be another link down there, and you can run over and look at a presentation I do. It goes over OnPassive from head to tail. And you'll get all the ins and outs. Believe me, once you understand what's happening, you will be in OnPassive. And today, the founding membership of OnPassive is $97. What does it do? It locks you into the company, locks you into the pay structure of OnPassive. That's a really, really big deal. Before I end here, Ash said one thing that I agree with 100% as he got toward the end of the webinar. And he said, because of what we're doing in OnPassive, there will be academia that will study OnPassive to try and figure out how the heck this all happened. And I know academia, they'll dot the I's, they'll cross the T's, they'll get that stuff right, but they won't get the main thing right. And academia very rarely does. When you look at OnPassive, it's the culmination of everything. Yes, it's Ash Mufareh and his vision. Absolutely awesome. But it was the tech team in Hyderabad. It's the founding members of OnPassive. It's the excitement that we all have moving forward, and we're really, really close, that has made OnPassive. And I don't think you can get the heart of OnPassive in an academic paper. It's something that happens so rarely, and OnPassive is one of those rare instances where everything has just come together. This is OnPassive. Moving forward for my team, I'm going to have a lot more for you when we talk about the free products and the things we can do to accelerate the growth of your business, your team, and to take care of that bottom line. I think this will help everybody in OnPassive, but I've got some really specific things for my team. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, I always recommend you go down there and subscribe. Click the bell on the right, and you'll get updates as I do more videos, especially the people on my team. This is an exciting time. You can't believe how quickly OnPassive is accelerating today. That's how close we are. If you've got people that were a little negative last week and they haven't seen Ash's webinar or seen this video, show it to them. Believe me, it'll be 180 degrees. They'll come in and they will be so excited about OnPassive because what they can do today. So this is OnPassive. Ash did an awesome job a couple days ago and really lit a fire under everybody. And you talk about bringing value to the table. There was so much value there. And as we look forward in OnPassive, get ready. We're about to explode online. And as we do that, I believe in a very, very short period of time, OnPassive will be a household name, not only in the United States, but around the world. Very, very exciting time. So that's it for today, guys. Ash did a great job as usual. If you haven't watched the webinar, going over there to your back office and click webinar, you'll be able to watch it. It was absolutely superb. And from there, yeah, we're just going to see everybody at the top. It's going to be a really, really good place to be. Take care. And again, have a great week. Bye.